Welcome to India. This is the Dumball Rally 2016. It's the world's ultimate banger rally, where 130 madcap motorists take cars that have seen better days.
If you're very lucky, you get one that's got some tread on the tyres.
And drive them as far as they can in just 1 week.
I only brought one pair of pants for the entire trip.
All to raise awareness and funds for the Teenage Cancer Trust.
It's all for a fantastic cause.
36 teams will be driving over 1,100 miles in just 7 days across the back roads of India.
So this is like driving in Sicily, Istanbul and Kosovo all together.
Their mission? To win as many challenges as possible.
After yesterday's challenge, this is a walk in the park.
On their action-packed road trip from Chennai to Goa.
Our horn works. That's all that matters.
This is a story of an incredible journey.
He's got a fish in his pocket.
Full of breakdowns.
We're spitting out some coolant. I don't know what that is, how it works, or what this is.
Bad luck.
You haven't just locked the keys in the car.
And unbreakable bonds.
For you, man.
It's been a hell of a journey.
This lot are idiots in India.
OK, so we're in the beach resort of Kovalam, where we woken up this morning.
Previously, our Dumballers drove 303 kilometres from Madurai to the coastal town of Trivandrum, on the hunt for two very rare creatures.
Back home it would be easy. Anywhere other than India it would be easier.
Men without moustaches.
Fantastic.
Showed some geezers pistachio at the start.
And Indian cats.
Just spotted a cat. I'm not sure it's specified, real live cat.
The red team found both, scoring 12 points and putting them at the top of the leaderboard.
Before we start on leg number 3 of the Dumball, little bit of improvement going on with some of the vehicles. Your car seems to be looking better and better as time goes on, which is unusual on the Dumball.
Our theory is add things as we go.
Where did you get your plastic fruit from?
Plastic fruit tree.
Oh, of course. But the pineapples are real, is that right?
The pineapples are 100% real, which I think is upsetting the locals a little bit. Every time we drive past them, they're like, oh, we can take this. And I'm like, oh, we need that for dinner.
Where'd you get the tiger?
Found him down by the southernmost tip of India.
It's just looking better and better. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't know how long it's going to last, but
We'll see.
going to cause a bit of drag, I suspect.
We'd rather look good and get there really fashionably late
I would.
than look terrible and arrive first.
We have a challenge. I see there's some people dressed as pirates, which is good because today's theme is nautical but nice.
Today, the convoy enters the state of Kerala, and so the Dumballers must complete a section of the journey on a traditional Keralan houseboat. These floating homes are modelled on a similar type of boat which used to transport rice and spices. But today they'll be carrying 130 idiots down the Kollam-Kottapuram waterway.
When you reach the boat, you have to look suitably nautical. Everyone has to get on the boat looking nautical in some way, be that a drawn-on pirate-style moustache, an authentic hat. You will not be let on unless you're looking suitably nautical.
I've just got the perfect outfit for that.
As ever, our teams waste no time picking up some points.
I've already chosen a very fitting outfit with Hello Sailor, so I think I'm already going to just sort of saunter onto the boat.
Completed the first challenge before breakfast. Win. Pirate themed. I think my moustache is going to sweat itself off my face.
Meanwhile, Team Dumball 1 have spotted a gift shop across the road from the hotel.
We're trying to find something nautical in a sari shop, which may be optimistic at best.
Got any boats?
The Kerala boats?
Yeah.
What about this bigger one?
Oh, there we go. What's this?
That's a traditional hat from North India.
Do people wear them on boats?
Yes.
Right. I look ridiculous.
So we've gone for a hat which has got nothing to do with the sea at all, and then a couple of boats which you can't even really wear. I think we were done.
Look, the dangles nicely.
I've broken it already. I'm going to guess that Johnny doesn't know whether these hats are worn on boats or not. If we just tell him that's a traditional Indian boat-wearing hat.
We'll be let on today, there's no doubt we'll be getting access.
We've got the Mariner t-shirt. Well, I think it passes as one, doesn't it?
Maybe a half,
There's nothing more nautical than the submarine. Come on. So
I'd say it's pretty nautical, isn't it?
With lots of points awarded before the teams have even left the hotel, it's time to hit the road.
This morning, we begin leg number 3 of the event.
The teams leave the coastal town of Trivandrum, heading north, taking a brief trip on the river before arriving at Cochin.
The roads are rough, they're getting more rural. Anything could happen.
Rolling, 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 all the wheels are rolling.
At 2 o'clock today, we all have to rendezvous for a boat trip. Now, today's challenge, the theme is nautical but nice. We have to make sure that people are dressed in suitable nautical attire or nautical accessories. Me? I'm going to try and find a nice sailor hat, I think. Maybe a pirate tash.
Up the road, the green and yellow squadrons have decided to pull over in desperate search of nautical gear.
We are 110 kilometres from the boats, I think. So on our current reckoning, that's going to take us till about Sunday, I reckon. We're planning at 2 o'clock to be on the boats, and now we're buying some gear to make us look like pirates.
Team LA Fakers are quick to make a purchase and they're thinking outside the box.
We're buying nets because they may have been found on an old Indian fishing boat, which ties in well with our nautical theme quite nicely. And along with that, we've also got an Indian fishing boat retrieved from an old wreck in the 1500s, so I'm told. The rarely seen Indian sea tiger, possibly extinct now, we've been told, but you never know. So we've got 2 here, so that's one for the record books. So I think when it comes to winners from today's task, there's only one team, and that's us.
Looking like they've been sold down the river rather than sold river-going accessories, if the teams don't hit the road soon, they could miss the boat altogether.
So you look down past me at the road situation. Solid white line in the middle of the road, single lane. This is just typical Indian motoring. You use your horn to tell the person in front that you're there. You can overtake on corners. If a bus is coming the other way, you can still try and overtake, it seems. But you just make sure you're constantly using your horn to tell them that you're going to commit to this manoeuvre. You're not going to back out. So find room for me. And like I've said before, there's no aggression. It's not. No one gets angry. Everyone just seems, I don't know how, to just move around and push and squeeze in. But you know, the weird thing about it is there's so many near misses every minute that we're driving, and yet not witnessed, thank goodness, not witnessed any actual collisions. But honestly, it's petrifying.
Fortunately, to get us out of the terrifying traffic, I've spotted somewhere I can stop to buy some nautical gear.
OK, we just pulled over on the side of this street because the driver has spied a fishing shop. He sells fishing and boating accessories, so it could be perfect for today's challenge. Look at these, look. This would be perfect. You could wear that. Hello. Are these for sale?
If you want, they'll give you.
Well, what about if I give you, let's see, if I give all of these, 2 of these, and some, I need some rope, like 5 meters of rope for 500. Deal? Deal. Fantastic. Deal. It's one of the best shopping experiences of my life. Very happy.
We're just going to go along this load road straight and we'll go really slow for everyone to catch up.
The time's 2:30. we were supposed to have all reassembled at 2 o'clock at a houseboat. We're just under 30 kilometres away, I believe, and it looks like from what I've heard and the calls I made, that not a lot of people have got there for 2 o'clock, so hopefully the boat will wait, and then all the Hindustan ambassadors can reconvene.
But now a long way behind the other teams and 110 kilometres away from the harbour, the Green Squadron are still shopping when they should be boarding the boat.
John, anything striking? What about a black shirt? Yeah. Plain black. Yeah, plain black. How much is it? 549. 549. It's gone with 500. Yeah. 2. So 4,000.
They may be picking up points for their team, but if the boats don't wait for them, they could be scuppered.
Thanks, mate.
Coming up, trouble with timing.
We are about 3 hours later than we thought we'd be.
Tranquil travel.
Amazing. Compared to being on the road. Love it.
And tanks.
They're Indian fish, they just go with the flow.
Welcome back to the Dumball Rally. Our teams are racing to the harbour to catch an Indian houseboat, but along the way they must make sure they pick up some nautical accessories. Whilst all the other teams are almost at the boat, the green and yellow squadrons are a long way behind and still shopping.
What about a taxi song? It's not very nautical.
Now 2 hours late, the boys from Team Auto Erotica have run out of ideas for their nautical gear and in desperation have stopped at a pet shop.
You've got any smaller than that? That one? No.
I like this.
But can they negotiate a good deal?
How much for this one? 250. 250? What about 100? 100? For all of it? For the tank and the fish, 300? Yep. All right, let's do it. Well, there's a nautical theme today. And we bought a fish tank with some fish. What kind of fish do you want to put in?
Definitely a goldie.
I think one of these nice silver ones looks good. One of the ones is not floating on the top too.
But it looks like Florian's deal didn't include the fancy gourami fish. Instead, they'll have to settle for the common goldfish.
Okay.
Should we get some rocks? They look pretty good.
Nice. Cool.
Should we get one of these?
Yeah, for the bag. Otherwise, I won't know where it is.
Not disguising the fact that they have no experience whatsoever with fish keeping.
There might be a problem with this. We won't be able to see the fish.
The boys settle up and get out of there.
There we are, sir. Let's go get some more water for them.
Yep. Bottled water?
Yeah, only the best.
Okay, excuse me.
All right, rock and roll.
How nautical is this?
Meanwhile, at the harbour, and the first convoys have made it onto the houseboat.
Okay, we're on the boat now, and I sincerely hope that the skippering is a bit more laid back than the driving in India. Not everyone is here. Some people have missed it, frankly. It's just nice, actually, to get off the road, just have an hour and a half's break on the water before getting back and chugging some more kilometres.
What are we going to call them?
Hoff,
Pamela.
Pam, and then we can better Google the rest of their names.
Oblivious to the fact that they've missed the boat,
10 rupees.
We've got to go fill up Hoff and Pamela's fish tank.
Team Auto Erotica are still engrossed in their new fish tank.
They look surprisingly calm considering everything that's happening.
They're Indian fish, they just go with the flow.
Look at those cold ones.
Is that enough?
They're fine.
No.
I think we need some more water.
See it.
It's my drinking water. That's the last of our water reserves.
Surely that's enough. I don't think we should fill it much more than that.
Sweet.
Majestic.
With Pamela, Hoff and the other two in their new home, all that's left to do is install the aquarium in the car.
Might be a bit warm up there.
With the world's first in-car aquarium fitted, the boys need to hit the road and get to the harbour.
So I think your little act of geniusery has scored us some decent points today.
It's all about points.
They may be chuffed with picking up some serious points for their team, but when they find out the boat has set sail without them, they're going to be mad. Now the green and yellow squads have some serious ground to make up.
Guys, any idea what we're going to do if the boat's gone without us?
With over 90 kilometres to the harbour, they'll need to floor it and hope that there's another boat they can catch before the sun goes down.
Does anyone know if these cars float?
Meanwhile, on the first boat,
I'm pleased at the moment. I've got my nautical accoutrements. It's looking to me like I'm the only one that took the nautical challenge seriously. Mind you, there's some pirates over there, so all is not lost. It's actually just nice to be on the water. There's a lady doing her weekly washing. It's incredible, isn't it? That's her hot point washing machine, this river.
It won't break down.
It won't break down.
It won't break down.
at the end of their tranquil cruise, the teams are reluctant to get back in their cars.
How's your car? Is the motor all right?
Car's brilliant. Apart from not having any brakes the other day, we haven't had a peep out of it, really.
Who needs brakes, right?
We've got the newest car on the rally, apparently.
Have you?
Yeah. It's a 2010, apparently, one of the last ones they made.
Yeah.
So.
Cornering's not its high point.
No. Braking's not its high point either. Accelerating's not its high point either. Air conditioning's not much of a high point either, really.
You don't need aircon.
But I mean, it's not really Dumball if you've got air conditioning.
After some seriously speedy driving with their new teammates, finally the green and yellow squads arrive at the harbour.
All right, update on the fish. We started with about that much water, we're down to there. What we've worked out is tarmac is good for fish, dirt roads don't work it. So if you have fish, don't take them on dirt roads. You can tell they're slightly shocked by the size of their pupils.
And fortunately, the boat has come back to rescue them.
We are about 3 hours later than we thought we'd be. So after we've done this little sojourn up the river, we'll get back in and do what seems like a lazy and casual 50k back to Cochin, which normally where I come from would be about a half-hour trip. Maybe if you're a bit lazy, it might take you 35 minutes. The way we're averaging, that'll take us about 4 hours in this traffic. It is fantastic to get off that road for a minute, and in fact the horrors disappear. The only thing that would make it slightly better now is a beer.
Amazing, amazing. Compared to being on the road, love it. Just relaxing. Well, we didn't know what to expect when we came to these houseboats, and they were like pretty amazing, aren't they? That's cool, it's good. First time in India, bloody good fun. I'm very glad that I was convinced to do it. I really, really like it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot more.
So after a short sail down the river and with 20 k's still to go to get to tonight's hotel, the teams are reunited with their cars back on dry land.
We are back on the road for a 3-hour trip back to Cochin. Yeah. Bring it on.
Alright guys, we're rolling.
As night falls, the teams finally make it to the town of Cochin.
This is it, we're here.
We are in the city of Cochin. These bright neon lights have just loomed up about 10 minutes ago, and we're now deep in Cochin.
Hello, Coach In.
Look at that. That's a lady on a scooter there. Did you see her? No, you didn't. Because it's dark and she hasn't got her lights on. But it's not a problem over here.
Altogether, go left here, please. Left.
At the end of every day, when the cars all come in, because these cars are being merely borrowed rather than owned by the Dumballers, which is the case in previous years, the mechanics are now out looking over each car, making sure that they're ready to soldier on another day. They're making sure all the lights and the electrics work. I'm still amazed that, bearing in mind they had about 2 hours to decorate these cars, some of them do look fantastic. Someone's really thought about the theme and gone for it. These guys invested in some reflective tape so that when they're in convoy and they can actually see one another better. That's a stroke of genius. These guys have covered the whole inside of their car with a mosquito net. I wish I'd done that. They've been dining on my legs for the last 2 days. This is actually a really rare Hindustan Ambassador. This is the only one out of the whole convoy, which is an Audi. The badge never lies, right? How's it been?
Oh, that drive-in was epic. It was absolutely crazy. We just got off the boat about 2 hours ago and made our way in. Sensational.
Been a good day.
Plain sailing?
Been a very good day. The yellow sub is on its last legs. Got a prop shaft issue on that.
Oh, has it?
But it creeped in.
So here we are, the end of leg number 3. We've arrived in Cochin. Every single Hindustan Ambassador is in this car park around me. Today has been outstanding. We've been on a boat trip. We've been shopping for some interesting nautical accessories, which some people interpreted as a full aquarium. I will leave you with the leaderboard.
Lots of points were awarded today. The blue team scored 7 points, moving them from last position to 4th. The green squadron picked up 13 points, moving them to 2nd, and shunting the yellows, who got 5 points, into 3rd. But it's the reds who maintain the lead, picking up just 3 points.
See you next time on the Dumball Rally 2016.
Next time, Kerala.
We're in a huge Indian tea plantation. It's beautiful.
Criminals.
We got attacked by monkeys.
And counterfeit cowboys.
Good thing we had a cowboy in our team.
That's somebody else's handiwork for sure.